Hey everyone, before we begin the video, I'd just like to say, if you would like to see more of these shorter, bite-sized videos on a regular basis, then please let me know in the comment section down below. I'd also like to suggest that you all follow me on Twitter and join my Discord server. Especially that last one, because right now, my Discord is kinda dead. Links are in the description. Our story starts very early on in the lifespan of SMPEarth. The Corvarian Empire was a very strong candidate for the most powerful one-player faction on the server. The faction was owned by Kara Corvus, who had obtained most of her riches from trading with villagers. It was also at this time in the server's history that emeralds were the primary form of currency. Emeralds could be converted to money to buy planes, and emeralds were also used in a lot of custom crafting recipes. One of these was the Eye of Ender recipe. Chip, the owner of the server, hadn't expected anyone to have gathered enough resources by this point to be able to enter the End. This was because the crafting recipe for a single Eye of Ender required 288 emeralds. Multiply that by 12 and you need 3,456 emeralds to fill an entire End portal. Sounds like a lot, right? You wouldn't expect anyone to have that many emeralds only 4 days into the server. Except for Kara. She had been trading with villagers so much that she had become rich enough to get all the Ender Eyes required to fill the portal. After acquiring the resources necessary, Kara rallied a group of people to fight the dragon, which consisted of herself, I Am Spoon, and Captain Sparkles. The group headed to the only End portal on the server, which just so happened to be located in the Antarctic stronghold. They filled in the portal, entered the End, and fought the dragon. Captain Sparkles got the last hit, and Kara got the dragon egg for providing the Ender Eyes. Many people were upset that what they believed should be a big server event was experienced only by a small handful of people at such late hours in the night. A lot of disagreements took place, and the Antarctic Empire were considering going to war with the Corvarian Empire for trespassing on their land without permission. They even disbanded the alliance between their two factions. After this whole ordeal took place, the portal stopped working and no one could enter the End dimension anymore. Again, people were upset that they didn't get to take part in the fight, and now that the portal was closed, it meant that no one else could yield resources from the End, and the portal would have to be relit. But that's easy, right? Kara had like 1,000,000 emeralds and so did other people on the server. Why not just make new Ender Eyes? Well, shortly after this whole thing took place, Chip changed the recipe of Ender Eyes. Specifically the Nether Stars, which before the update took 16 emerald blocks to craft. Now they took 4 diamond blocks. For 12 Ender Eyes, that's 48 diamond blocks. It was gonna be a good while before anyone else entered the End. And then nothing really happened for the next few days. At least according to the SMPEarth wiki page, which is my primary resource for gathering information about the server. Those guys are fucking awesome, so if you make it this far into the video, I want you to comment, "Thank you SMPEarth wiki writers," with a little heart at the end. Anyway, back to the video. In the northeast corner of the map, the numbers 3834 and 4753 were found. Obviously, they were coordinates. Coordinates that led to a small lake near the Corvarian Empire and the Kingdom of Jordan. The viewers who found these coordinates directed themselves to I Am Spoon, who they wanted to check out the lake. Unfortunately, he was on the opposite side of the planet, and Spoon wasn't willing to travel that far. Luckily for him, there was someone that was. Michael McChill was given the coordinates by Spoon, and he headed across the planet by plane. Once he arrived at the lake, he found a small wooden structure that was being guarded by some kind of celestial, omnipotent badass. The badass would only allow entry if Michael could answer one riddle correctly within 3 attempts. The riddle was, where do cows go to dance? Michael immediately responded with, your mom, which was obviously incorrect. He pondered for many minutes, knowing that his final 2 guesses could alter the fate of the universe. His second guess was discow, which was once again incorrect. He was nervous now. The fate of the world hangs in the balance, and his final attempt could make or break the future of humanity. With the help of his Twitch chat, he finally came to the conclusion that the answer was the meatball. The badass laughed at the remarkably hilarious answer to the riddle. Michael was rightfully allowed entry and entered the structure. He found a chest with a book inside, and inside the book was several words. After some time, the group figured out that these words were actually the names of places in Los Angeles, specifically around the Hollywood area. Michael took his plane back to the US and headed to Southern California. Once there, he struggled to actually find anything of worth and wasted a good amount of time having a yelling contest with other people in the call. Eventually, he came face to face with a door that was hidden behind a dirt block and a stone slab, with signs on either side that read, "The end landing was a lie." Michael broke down the blocks and found a staircase, and inside was something that would change SMPEarth forever. Inside was a recreation of an end island, with a dragon prop and a green screen. Were the signs right? Was the end landing faked? Michael opened the chest, and inside was a list of various items you'd see in the end, with prices next to their names. This was a list of props, and how much the props cost. Michael came to the realization that the end landing was faked. Kara admitted that Spoon, Captain Sparkles, and herself had signed a non-disclosure agreement that they wouldn't tell anyone about how they faked the end raid. But why? Why would they do this? In the end, the group admitted that it was because they wanted to be the first to reach the end dimension. Which means that the end, the true end, has never actually been accessed on SMPEarth before. The portal is still out there, just waiting to be reopened. Maybe the actual end dimension on SMPEarth doesn't even look like a normal vanilla end. Right now, we can't know for certain when the end will be opened again, or what it will even look like. But if it's valuable enough for players to fake an Ender Dragon fight, then who knows what really waits for us behind those 12 Ender eyes.